Police have been able to catch an escaped mafia henchman who's been on the run for 20 years.
Whoa.
And it's all thanks to Google Maps.
Was his name Fat Sal?
I fucking hate that Google Maps.
You keep on saying Fat Sal.
Fuck me.
Fat Tony?
I don't even know that like the crimes that aren't solved within like, I don't know, 6 months or a year are continued, like pursued.
They just go in the shrug folder.
Yeah, they should
The shrug folder, it's an emoji.
They should be in the forget about it club.
Stupid.
After 10 years, forget about it.
Goes in the fuck out of here, Ken.
The fuck out of here.
So this is a convicted murderer, Giacchino Gamino.
Oh,
Gino Cabino, get it right. Come on.
that's fucking so good, dude.
He was miraculously spotted on Google Maps outside a grocery store in Spain. Okay.
Oh, wow.
This is a 60-year-old dude. He was living a quiet life in the region and found work as a chef before setting up his fruit and veggie shop.
Why does that seem like that fucking analyze this kind of story plot? Like,
Gamino used the fake name and was largely successful in escaping sight from Italian police up until, of course, they discovered the image in the town of Galapagar, north of Madrid.
oh, that's not fun if it's not an American Italian mob.
We're still doing the voice though.
Yeah.
Ryan's still gonna do
It's
it.
the same. It's the same.
They still all talk like that.
They all.
You still throw this in there?
He's not from Spain though, right?
No, Italian.
So yeah, we can do it.
From New York, from New Jersey or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
This mafia henchman.
That's how they sound.
This mafia henchman, who changed his name to Manuel, was shown chatting to someone outside the street corner store called El Huerto de Manu in Manu's garden. And the big breakthrough came when detectives investigated the nearby restaurant, Manu's Kitchen. Incredibly, on the eatery's Facebook page, there was a photo of the fugitive who was dressed in chef whites. And despite it being 20 years since he was last seen, a distinct scar on his face remained, and the authorities were able to confirm the man's identity.
Scar on your face. How much of a mobster is this guy? You know?
This is a photo that showed up on Google Maps.
Why does that look like such a fucking mob hangout too? Yeah. Like they're just sitting there smoking, like they're smoking cigarettes in the front, going, "Forget about it, forget about it."
Does that mean?
over and over?
Yeah.
Does that mean that the detective was also on the job for 20 years and that's the one he couldn't solve?
Maybe like that for the detective on his deathbed gave it to the next guy. Was like, please find him.
It was a bunch of manila folders. Find these guys.
Never, ever, ever.
One case. I'd be so bored if that was my job for just my whole entire career is one fucking case.
What did he do? What did this guy do?
He made Italian food, I bet. He better have. Is he making Italian food?
On the menu was something called Cena Siciliana, Sicilian supper, which was possibly a reference to his past life, though.
But was spaghetti, you know?
Yeah.
So he was arrested on December 17th, reportedly completed, and he reportedly was super baffled after being caught. He literally said, "How did you find me?"
Yeah.
He reportedly asked police while adding, "I haven't even phoned my family for the last 10 years. So the mobster is going to be sent to an Italian jail to serve a life sentence and has been convicted on a range of crimes from murder to drug trafficking and mafia association.
Did you find
Let
them?
him go, dude.
Yeah. Well, just let him go.
Go.
Who was looking at Google Maps that tied the two? Because like, I mean,
Yeah.
we could have seen this guy and been like, eh. And then you know what's weird is that Google Maps always blurs the face. So how did they know it was this dude?
Maybe he looks like that in real life.
It was a Facebook picture. It was a Facebook picture. Yeah. So,
He didn't really go that far though, if you think about it.
what, to Spain?
Come on.
He loved paella.
Come on.
Yeah. I mean, out of the country, 20 years, you probably still think you won. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true. That's true. Little cocky guy, dude. Little cocky guy.
It's believed that Gamino was on the Italian Interior Ministry's list for the country's most wanted fugitives, as well as Gamino being a part of a mafia family from Agrigento in Sicily, which was prominent in the 1990s. He was first arrested in '84 and was investigated by high-profile anti-mafia prosecutor Giovanni Falcone, and the prosecutor was assassinated by the gang in '92.
Whoa.
Giovanni.
After they blew up his car. So imagine that. The fucking prosecutor who arrested him in '84 ended up fucking getting murdered by them blowing up his car.
Oh, shit.
Car bomb shit.
Movie shit with murder in '94, and after going on the run was captured in Barcelona 3 years later. He then escapes prison in Rome in '02, and authorities were on the lookout ever since his recapture.
Wow. Prison.
Yeah. So that's on some real gangster.
Dude, if you escape prison, go farther away. Go
Like
North Africa.
like yeah.
Africa's
Well,
pretty
maybe you
far.
can't fly,
Yeah, that's true, huh?
right? There's
This guy
like
can't get a boat.
passports,
This guy pulled this
Interpol.
guy's car. You can't get a boat, dude.
Yeah, I think blowing up a car and getting a boat are very different things.
What's harder?
Get the boat before you blow the car.
Come on, man.
You gotta do things in the right order. You want to survive. Come on.
Come on, dude.
Come on.
Get a boat, dude.
Forget about
This
it.
ain't iPod Shuffle. Come on. You gotta know it.
Forget about it.
That's some G shit though.
That's pretty. That's out of a movie. I bet this guy has some crazy stories.
I bet you this guy is a movie.
Yeah, he is for sure. This is gonna be a movie.
It's called Scarface. This fucking has one.
That does he has a podcast. It's called something entertainment, value entertainment, something like that. But he interviews all these mob dudes. There's like tons of mob dudes, from hitmen to successful guys, like from top, like different levels, different organizations, and every single story is just like can be a movie in itself.
Soft White Underbelly does that too. They're like, yeah.
Those are crazy.
Mobsters, people who hacked for like 30 years. It's crazy. Yeah.
Are they like already incarcerated people? That way you can sit down and talk to these people? Or
Yeah,
is
they've
it-
already like done their time. Yeah. So it's like they can speak freely about
Some of them are famous. He interviewed the guy from Casino, I think, or like the guy that was
Robert De Niro? Irishman? You're the guy from Casino, right?
No, like, so these stories, the Scorsese stories are based off of true events, right? Yeah. And then the people behind it, like the people behind Wolf of Wall Street, like the actual Wolf of Wall Street, the actual like guys from Goodfellas, stuff like that. Yeah.
Wow.
I know, man. Fucking crazy.
It's crazy how sometimes a real story's worse too. Yeah. And it's a lot longer, obviously.
Then 3 hours max.
Or the movie is needlessly complex, whereas I heard that the way that they killed Jimmy Hoffa was like super straightforward.
How's that?
I was one of those mobsters being interviewed on one of those podcasts, but he was like, they say, hey, we drove him all the way from like wherever the fuck he was, Middle America, to all the way to like Boston. He's like, you know how long you would have to drive with a dead body in your car if you got pulled over? Like, you're fucked. Like, he's like, no, they just like probably killed him in that area, buried him in that area, and it's over. Like, that's it, you know? And I think he even said that they might have, he doesn't know exactly what happened to him, but they might have like just cremated him. And then
Yeah, it's a lot simpler than saying he's in the foundation of this skyscraper.
exactly, you could dig it up somehow, or you could get to it somehow.
It's more romanticized.
Right. Or they say he's like in underneath some stadium or something. But yeah, they just cremated him.
One of my favorite mob movies is Casino.
Me too. By far my favorite.
And when I really like something, like I like to go like behind the scenes and who the real people were or whatever, right? So like in the movie, what I never understood is De Niro's character is a simp. He's an absolute simp. He can't get this girl, whatever. But like he's a handsome dude. It just doesn't make no sense, right? But his character, the real life one, Ed Lefty Rosenthal, when you see his pictures, it makes sense. It's like, oh, this guy, he looks like a fucking dork, like a straight simp. And his wife at the time was a fucking knockout. Like, and it's
Sharon
like,
Stone?
she's way out of his league. Yeah. So then the girl who plays Sharon Stone, she is like a model type, like she looks great. And then it's like your stereotypical story of this guy who maybe uses like, status at the casino and then all this stuff to get the hot girl, but then she doesn't really like him. And I'm like, oh, they should have
does make
casted
sense.
a little
Already
bit different.
complex.
Yeah, it's hard to believe it when you see a character like De Niro.
Right.
Yeah.
And you know it's De Niro, so it's even cooler.
And
Yeah.
James Woods in a body cast somehow scoring with her
Right?
the whole time.
A weak little pimp. It's like he's the one that should be the simp here. Yeah.